Hey everybody, welcome to Creekwood.aquatics. This is our live show. We have a ton of fish available this week. If you want a sneak peek, you can always hop on our catalog. If you see something you're interested in, you can always let me know. We can take a walk over there. But we do have a variety of fish. We have corals, we have marine fish, we have plants, we have angelfish, we have discus, we have little ranchu goldfish. So we have a little mixture of everything. So again, if you want to check out our catalog and see things that pop up that you might be interested, let me know. We can always walk over there. If not, I'm going to post a couple things on the screen. We'll hang out for about 5 minutes and then we'll move on. So I'm going to start off with the angels. I think the angels are one of the best values we have in the shop this week. We do have these medium-sized angels. They're $8 this week. We're doing three for $25 and $24 shipping. We also added a bunch of Daphnia magna. You can see them kind of dancing around the water. So, yeah, we'll start off with some of the angels. Again, I think they're a great value. These guys have been doing really well. They eat really well. They've been growing since they've been here. So let me go to the shop. Let me find my angels. Let's check out that shipping. There, see, shipping. Unpin. You see it did it again. What type of dwarf cichlids do we have? The only female dwarf that I have right now is this female Pistogramma cockatoide over here. She has a mouthful of Daphnia right now. I do have some electric blue acaras. They're hanging out over there. There's a couple more babies. We're trying to get more dwarf cichlids in this week, but let me make sure I don't have anybody else. Blah, 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 blah. No, I don't have any more dwarf cichlids. But yeah, we're going to try to get more cockatoide and sunsets next week. So let me try this again. Angels, click here. Shipping rate, post. And it won't pin. Yep, that's weird. Yeah, we're having our live sale on Palm Street. So if you guys are interested, you can always hop on the Palm Street app. You can check out our catalog, and you can see what fish are available. I'm just going to do this manually now because it's not working for me. So we're going to do a 3-pack sorted angelfish. And they'll be $25. And we got them posted. So yeah, we posted 3 angels, $25, $24 shipping, flat rate. Everything ships Monday. You'll receive your order by Wednesday afternoon. We do have live arrival guarantee. So if the box arrives in rough shape or fish arrives DOA, please send us a picture of the fish in the bag. And we'll continue to give you support for the next 24 hours. If something looks wrong with the fish, you can always send us a message and we'll try to walk you through. And again, if the fish doesn't make it after the first 24 hours, we will send you a credit on the fish. But yeah, we're going to host these guys on screen for the next 5 minutes. If anyone's interested, they can go ahead and hop on and purchase it. But there's some silvers, there's some marbles. Everybody's so busy hunting Daphne, they don't want to come up to the front of the tank anymore. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. They're so preoccupied. Hello. Hello, Carla. Yeah, over here's one of the baby marbled. But yeah, we'll try to get you an assorted mix. If you have a preference, you can always let me know. We can always find them. But yeah, we have silvers and we have marbles. All right, we're going to move on from these guys. So unpin, but if you want to come back, we can always come back. Next fish we have available is our red turquoise discus. Can we get a picture of you, buddy? Yeah, I want him to turn around, but so this one's going to be under assorted discus. He's going to be $50 this week. We have the $24 shipping, and I believe there's a coupon today. Save 10% off of the first 20. I'll confirm that in a second. But all this looks good. We're going to pin. He's on the board. So yeah, this week we have our assorted discus. The majority are the red turquoise. There's one pigeon blood, and I believe there's one red discus somewhere in the back. But we have these discus for a few weeks. They've been doing really well. They eat really well. We feed them blackworms twice a day. Here's a pile of blackworms that we fed out this morning. And the fish pretty much graze on it as they like. But there's one of our biggest boys right there. He's about 2.5, almost 3 inches. There are his little buddies right next to him. There's one really small one that we're holding back. I'm not happy. He seems to be really shy. He's hanging out back there. I can see the base of his tail. So yeah, when we have questionable fish, we don't ship those. We work with them. We get them to a nice body condition, and then we'll repost them. Oh, here's another boy right here. And you see he's young, but his colors are coming out. But yeah, we give them the option to graze all day so he can eat when he wants. And it's a good thing for the fish. They get their enrichment, they get their diet, and it keeps their body condition looking really good. He's coming back for more. Come on. He's so nervous. It's probably because I got a camera right in his face. All right. Oh, I'll check that out when I get back to the when I finish with the stream. This is going to be a fast stream. Right now we're open to the public, so I'm trying to stream for about an hour, and then I'm trying to get back to the foot traffic. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that she's growing. All right, so we're going to unpin the discus. We're going to move on. We have a few of our chili raciboras, exclamation point. These guys have been doing good. They eat twice a day. Let's get a picture of one. Actually, do I have these guys listed? Let's see if I have them listed somewhere. Chili racibora. Let's look at this. What's their shipping rate? It says free. It's not. All right. Let's confirm. Click, click, click. Good. There it is. So yeah, we have the little chili raciboras. They've been fairly popular. Right now, we have them for $4 each. You can ask me to increase the quantities, and we can ship them out. If you get more than 5, we can offer small little discounts plus the 10% coupon you're going to receive for the first $20. Remember, everybody ships Monday. You should have your packages by Wednesday afternoon. And depending on your region, we're probably going to add heat packs to keep these guys warm. Even though they don't mind the cooler temperatures, we don't want to send them off into areas that are below 60 degrees without a heat pack. But you see that fairly attractive fish. They have been coloring up since they've gotten here. They came in, they were gray. We feed them a ton of Mona. We feed them a ton of color enhancing flakes. We give them good water quality, so they are growing, they are eating. And this is going to be a species that we're going to continue to work with. So we're going to try to start breeding these at home. But yeah, these guys have been a very popular fish lately for the dwarf fish keepers, because you can put these guys in smaller tanks. You don't have to have these huge tanks to keep these guys. You can keep them anywhere from 5.5, 10-gallon tank. Planted, real simple, but they do really well. But the key to all these fish is always clean water, good diets. But again, if you guys want to skip along, go ahead and check the catalog out. If there's something you want to see, something you're interested in, let me know. We can go to it. We can talk about it. There's never any pressure to buy. Even if you just want to see some of my fish, let me know. We can head over there and we can even talk about these guys. But right now we have our chili raciboras, exclamation point. Really fun fish, really dynamic fish to keep in your aquariums. They're always so inquisitive. So when I start rubbing the side of the tank, they're all going to come here. They're going to see what's going on. That's what I really enjoy about them. I enjoy their activity levels because they're in all parts of the water. So you're going to see them at the top part, middle, and bottom. Do I have any Gonapora? I'm looking. No, I don't have any Gonapora, but do you want to go take a look at some of the corals that we have in stock this week? All right. So let me unpin this, but we can always come back to the chili raciboras. All right, corals for the week. See if I can push this guy down. So we have a ton of frags. So a lot of my favias are going to be up here. A lot of my brain corals. Each one of our frags, these small guys, they're $25 each. If you see something you're interested in, you can always shout and let me know. We can stop and take a look at it. But I'll show you my most impressive pieces, the ones that I'm really happy with this week. We have our red pipe organ coral. He's a nice little piece. Right now, he's 60 bucks. There's a lot of new growth, like all this new edging right there. That's all new. These guys are amazing. I'm thinking about fragging this piece up so we can make a few more of them. But when I started the hobby, I had a lot of trouble keeping these, but I found out the secret is phytoplankton. We also have these clove polyps over here. So I don't have a price on these. I'll probably just keep them in the $25 category because I have to look. I have to look up their pricing. Honestly, I just haven't kept up on them. We do have a bunch of Sherman anemones. I thought these were Black Widows, but these are Shermans. They are a little bit more aggressive than normal bubble tip anemones, but we have them here this week. These guys are $100, and then over here we have some watermelon anemones, and we have some rainbow bubble tips there in the center. But yeah, we're trying to get more corals in the following weeks. But we have these Lord Acans over here. I believe we counted yesterday. This guy has at least 13 heads on him. Of course, we have that green chalice, so that Hollywood Stunner. Over here, we have our huge colony of Duncans. These guys are $125. This guy is going to be a steal for anyone who picks this up. This guy has multiple heads. This guy has heads growing on heads. I'm just waiting for him to get a little taller, a little bit stockier, and then we'll start fragging him up. But yeah, this one's an amazing little piece. We do have two elegance corals available this week. These guys are a little bit more on the aggressive side. Ah! He came off of his little thing. But yeah, these are some nice big pieces. These guys this week, they are $125. But they're a really big, really hungry coral. They are aggressive. They do sting. They actually stung me yesterday. They gave me a little shock yesterday. But they are a very nice showpiece. He just stung me right now. But they are a very nice showpiece. Um, they will draw a lot of attention to them, especially this guy right here. So yeah, we really enjoyed them. And then we have our slipper coral over here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for our corals this week. We're planning on getting more. I have to get 50 more to fill in these little slots over here. But I'll hold the camera here for a couple seconds. I'm a big fan of this green Parites over here. See if I can get them up. So this guy, he came as that little that little center square right there. The rest of that, that's all new growth. Even those nodules on top, all new growth. And again, $25. Small little coral piece. A little chitin just fell off of him. Oh, and then the last couple things we have this hollow hammer over here. Kind of hoping that nobody buys this one, so I can continue to grow it and start a colony with him. But this one has two heads. The color is very unique. It's almost like transparent. It's really cool. And then we have our purple hammer tips over here. So yeah, these guys, giant polyp. You can see that flesh band comes all the way really low. You can also see all the new. Oh, so these purple hammers, they're 65. The purple tips, and then the hollow hammer over there. He was 150. So yeah, the hollow hammer here. This one was 150. Two heads. But yeah, I'm trying to get more of those because those guys look really good. And again, the purple hammer, 65. But the cool thing about them, again, huge flesh band. But you can see there's a ton of new baby heads growing underneath. That's why I like the hammers. You don't have to wait for the heads to split because they'll make more babies. Oh, this little guy in the corner, that is a Galaxia. Right here? Yeah, that's a little Galaxia. Yeah, I'm still going to consider him part of the $25 frags. I have had this one for a long time. This one's had a lot of growth. But if you're interested, we can post him for 25, and then these guys again are 65, and then whatever other corals you see here, we can always add to your box. It all ships for the same flat rate, $25. The other thing is if you get six of these corals, we have a bundle. It's $200, six corals, and we include the next day overnight shipping. So yeah, you have your options. We can either do it a la carte. You can just buy the piece of corals. But yeah, I think once you get past $200, we'll just do the free shipping on them because I rather the corals get there in one piece than risk them with the 2 day shipping. You can see all the little baby hammerheads growing. So what I'll do is I'll post this guy right now. If you're interested, you can pick it up, and if you want to get some more corals, we'll continue to work and add them on. So let's do this. So we'll do Galaxia frag, $25 shipping, and he's on the board. Oh, the watermelons, they're going to be $50. But yeah, right now we have the Galaxia on the board. If you want to purchase it, now is your shot. If you want to see. So I believe, let me pull these guys forward. I believe these are the watermelons. They have that green base and they have those red tips. But either way, they're going to be $50. They do look really good. And of course, we got our rainbow bubble tips over here. They're usually a lot bigger, but right now they're sharing space with all these other guys. And then we have the Shermans over here. This week they're going to be 100. Next week they'll be back at 120. And of course, I got my Clarky Pearl Eye hanging out in there. My little fingers are in the way. I'm going to add that to the show notes. So free shipping after $200. See if we can get these guys under more blue light. It's so hard with the reef tanks because that blue light just like distorts the colors on them, but they do look really good. But yeah, I'm going to unpin the Fabia. He's been on the screen for 5 minutes. But yeah, MT Plant Eater, if you want to come back to the corals, let me know. You can also DM me. And these guys are going to be listed in the catalog. So if you want to purchase them off the catalog later on, you can. But yeah, we ship out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. Just let us know what you want to do. If not, we're going to move on to the clown loaches. Oh, I got this big trachea over here too. Got to pick up this trumpet. And I got my pectinia over here too. I love this little pectinia. All right. All right. Bye, Reef Tank. We love you. Oh, so the green watermelons are going to be $50, and the rainbow bubble tips are going to be 100. And the same thing with the Shermans; they're going to be $100 this week. Shermans next week are going to be 120. I have them on special this week because we're trying to move some. Rainbow bubble tips are always 100, and the watermelons will be $50. And again, we are offering free shipping after $200. We'll do the free next day shipping because I'd rather the fish and corals get there in one piece than risk them sitting in UPS boxes for a couple days. Hold on, I'm see if I can get my glasses. So maybe this might help a little bit. Yeah, but you can see those orange tips. You can see that green base. And then the Shermans, you see those bright tips, and then you see that super, super dark base. Like I said, the Shermans tend to be a little bit more aggressive. They do release nematocyst. So this is one that I try to keep calm, keep them in the corner, and I keep them fed so they don't slime up and get gross and sting everybody. But yeah, you have time. If you want to send me a DM later, you can. But we're gonna move. No problem. There's never any rush, or I should say, there's no pressure. Yeah, if you want to pick them up, just send me a DM and we can talk about it later. All right. Next, we have our little clown loaches. These guys are adorable. We have them for $14 this week. We have 15 of these. We do enjoy them. We feed them a ton of blackworms. What I really like about the clown loaches is that I mean they're literally little clowns. They're always goofing off. They're always doing something in the tank. They have this weird little behavior called stacking, and they just lay on top of each other. It'll be like a row of clown loaches laying on top of each other. So they do like to be kept in schools. The other thing they do is sometimes they'll just hang out upside down. You'll think they're dead. You go to catch them, and then they just sprint off on you. So yeah, they do have a little personality. They love to eat snails. So if you have a pest snail problem, they will destroy those snails. They will suck them out of their shells. Um, they are not compatible with shrimp. They will eat shrimp. These guys are small now, but they are going to get huge. I've seen clown loaches the size of my arms. Now I have really tiny arms, but that's still a big beefy fish. It does take a while for them to grow, but again, they're really good. They're just really good fish in general. Let me do some quick math on them because I'll probably pop a bundle on there, and I'll probably do a discount on that bundle. So if we do three, I'll do them at $12 times three, so $36. So you guys are automatically saving the 10% off of the first $20, and then we'll put these guys up for $36. So that's $12 each. Let me get a picture of one. Come on, somebody needs to stand still for me. Click. That's not a good picture. That's a decent picture. So three clown loaches. We'll do them at $12 each, so $36. You are going to save 10% off of the first $20. Shipping $24. We're going to pin on the screen. So we are moving kind of fast today because I am open to the public. So we're going to stream for another maybe hour and a half, and then after that, I know I have some customers coming, so we're going to have to pause the stream, and I'll be back on Monday. But yeah, we have little adorable clown loaches. Right now is your chance, $12 each. They ship 2 day UPS. They are great. They have a wonderful personality. The thing with them is, I find they do well in community tanks, but I've even kept them in African cichlid tanks because they don't mind the hard water, and the African cichlids really don't mess with them. They'll find a nice little corner, they'll find a nice little cave, and they'll just mind their own business. But yeah, these guys can go into a lot of environments. They're really hardy for scaleless fish. Quick Cloud purchased green Rasabora. Let me see that. So, quick cloud. You purchased the one reservoir. Do you want to add other stuff? And for some reason, I don't understand why Palm Street isn't adding the shipping, but our shipping is $24 flat rate. So if you want to add more fish, yeah, let's add more fish to your order and let's fix the shipping. So how many more of the green reservoirs would you like to add to your order? Yeah, it's a glitch on Palm Street. I don't know why it keeps happening. I've been on customer support calls with them. Um, yeah, it's something that keeps happening with the live stream. It changes my settings, and we don't know how to fix that yet. But here, let me add them to the shop. I know, I'm sorry, but yeah, I try to correct that real quick because I don't want people thinking that I am trying to scam them or hurt them or do anything like that. But it is a glitch with the system. Bam. So we're gonna add four more green kobutai. Green kobutai. What we'll do, because you are dealing with the little glitch, I will make them $6 times four, so $24. So we'll knock them down to $24. There's the shipping rate. Let me check that real fast. Hold on. Yeah, so they're normally $8, and we dropped them to six right now to make up for the shipping error. So yeah, we have four green kobutai. We got four more additional for $24, and hopefully it adds the $24 shipping to them. But yeah, if you want to purchase them, they're on the screen ready for you. So you should be receiving five green kobutai if you place that order. And then plus you'll receive the 10% off of the first $20 that you spend. Okay? Yeah, I know. I love those mores. But yeah, Quick Cloud. Like I said, I had that offer for you. It's on the screen. It's a four additional green kobutais. I dropped their price to $6, and I'm hoping it fixes the shipping issue. There it is. So let me check. There it is. Perfect. It fixed it. Let me see this first one too. I'm gonna take a picture of that. All right, but yeah, thank you so much. Oh, you want to add six chilies? Yeah, let's add six chilies. Let me see what the chilies are at on the website. Chilies, so they're $4. And you want to add 6 of those. So that'll be another $24. So we're going to set the price 24. Don't worry about the shipping because you already have an order placed. It's going to default to that original shipping, so it shouldn't add anything else to your order. So now we post 6 chili rastaboras. They should be on the screen right now. They're ready to go. And because you've been so patient, you've been so nice and understanding, not only are we going to add a little free sticker to your pack, so we have our little puffer fish, we have a little goldfish sticker, or we have the little catfish. But I'm going to add a small bag of the Mona macropora to your order. It's a small live food that we feed our rastaboras. So I'll set you up with a small bag just so they can have a little snack for when they arrive. Oh my god, why did it do that? It's still. Oh man, this website sometimes. All right, let me try again. All right, take a picture of that. I really don't know why this website doesn't want to work today. Chili Rasabora. $24 shipping rate pin. All right, it's fixed. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but this is going to be great so I can show to the customer service. There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you for dealing with my technical issues. All right. So we have 5 green going out, 6 chilies. We're gonna add a bag of Mona, and then you're gonna get a promotional sticker. But thank you, Quick Cloud. Let me write your name down here too. Yes, absolutely. You can see the angels. Here we go. Everybody's nice and full. They're kind of in their little like food coma because we just ate a ton of blackworms. Let me see if we can push them forward. But yeah, we have some gold marble, we have some silver, we have some black marbled. But all of our angels this week are $8 a piece. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. There we go. It's so hard to zoom in on these guys, but yeah, we have some silvers like this. And everybody else wants to be a wallflower and hang out in the back. But yeah, these guys are averaging, they're about uh, 1.5 to 2.5 inches right now. They're very young, but they come from one of our local breeders. He does an amazing job with them. They eat like little pigs. You can see their bellies are full of blackworms. But yeah, the only reason why we fed them today is because the discus are so sensitive. So we make sure that we feed them so that they stay healthy. There's one of our discus right there. But yeah, if you're interested, you can always let us know. And we can continue to add them to the box because it's all going to ship for the same rate. Yeah, I wish I can get the camera to focus just a little bit more. Live plants, let's go over here. So for the live plants, we do have a few hydro. This guy's leaves are disintegrating. So the hydros just came in. A lot of these plants came in this week, so they kind of deal with like a melt in the beginning, but they heal up really fast. And you can see that new root is starting to pop out on the bottom. That's all new growth. So the hydros are really resilient. They're going to grow back really fast, really tall, really bushy. We have some moneywort over here. Let me zoom out. I don't know why I'm zoomed in so close. There we go. But yeah, we have the moneywort. Again, super easy, super beginner friendly plant. The really cool thing about these guys, let me grab this one right here, is that you can see there's a bunch of roots growing up at these nodes. Yeah, and then you can snap those off. We have Lowigia. It's a really fast growing plant. We just got these in this week, and they've already grown past the water surface over here. So when that happens, we usually cut, snip, we replant, and we kind of reculture those. We have Mint Charlie over here. Another fast growing plant. It likes to throw a ton of runners. But all of our plants are $9. So if you want to add plants to your order, you can tell me which plants you're interested in, whether it's the Mint Charlie or the Creeping Charlie, Moneywort, the Lowigia, or one of the hydros. They do excellent. They're excellent plants. They grow really fast, really easily, and minimal effort too. Any swords? The only swords I have right now, I have this sword right here. This one's been growing really well. There is a little brown spot right there. I think I stopped dosing carbon for one day. He got upset with me. And then I have another. No, yeah, that's an Amazon. That's a sword too over here. Let me pull him out. Hi, Plant Addict. But yeah, we have this sword right here. I think this is our best sword. And I have one more that's living with my angelfish. I mean, not my angels, my goldfish that are chilling right here. Let's pull them up. But yeah, we have this little baby sword plant right here. And again, you can see all the new roots have been growing. All right. Which one do you want? The one in my hand, or you want the one in this tank right here? All right. We're gonna take him. We're probably gonna pop him back with the goldfish, and let's add him to the order. So, click. So Amazon sword, $9, pinned to the board, and he's good to go. So that's going to be your guy right there. So yeah, that's the first sword, and then there's the second one, and I have this guy right here. But he needs a little bit of work. He has a lot of yeah. He's got some damage. So yeah, we're gonna have to work. We're trying to grow him out again. But yeah, this one a lot thicker, a lot better. You can see thick green leaves. And again, he has a nice little root, he has a nice little new root system growing. Oh, and there's new growth right there. So that's pretty good. Oh, we're open. We're open every day. We're open. We're open 12 to 8 p.m. every day. Any crypts? Not this week. I got a bunch of crypts, but they melted. So we kind of held back on them. I do have some Java ferns up here. We have Java fern, and we have the world supply of guppy grass. So if you're looking for guppy grass, we have all of it here. We can't get rid of guppy grass for the life of us. But yeah, new local Austin. Yeah, we're open. Yeah, we have a ton of corals. You'll take the Java too. Let's get a picture. Uh, Java fern, $9, and he's on the board. Yeah, whenever you guys are, send me a message. If you guys want to come by, I will make sure that I'm here. You guys want to hang out? You want to film content? You want to talk about fish? Yeah, we will make it work for you guys. Thank you. Java fern sold. Yeah, yeah. I've been looking for the red flute floaters. We're gonna try to bring them in this week. Um, they've been tough because they've been sold out from my vendor for a little bit. But you know, I always come through for you. Can we set shipping to arrive Thursday? Yeah, absolutely. So we would pack them up on Tuesday. So they would travel Tuesday, go to distribution on Wednesday. They'll be out by Thursday night, Thursday afternoon. So let me add that to your notes. Where did I put my marker? That's why I shouldn't be trusted with things. I'm not responsible. Here we go. And my pen fell out. Hold on. Let me set you guys right here. All right. I wrote a note on the tank that says that Quick Cloud, your stuff is going to be for Thursday delivery, so we'll get it shipped out on Tuesday. All right. Is there anything else you want to look at while we're here? It is toasty in this room. I'm going to open the door. It is hot. Other small fish that we have this week, we have sparkling gouramis. They're always a very popular choice. We have the bettas. The scarlet gem, or their scientific name is Dario. We have a bunch of neon tetras. So we have neon tetras. We have Von Rio tetra. If you're looking for something a little bit more bite, a little bit more spicy attitude, we have pea puffers available. This week, they're $6 in the shop, but on the stream they're going to be $8. But I could probably meet in the middle, probably make them $7. Anything like hop? No, I don't have any of those weird catfish. I had the opportunity to get ripsaw cats this week, but I didn't do it. Yeah, I think that's it. We got some white clouds. We have the Odessa barbs. But I think that's it for true dwarf fish. But yeah, the sparkling gouramis for me are one of my favorite dwarf fish. I think they have a wonderful personality. They're very flashy, especially the males when they get older. And they don't tend to bother a lot of fish. They kind of mind their own business. So the 24, how much for a male and female pair? I believe they're $8 this week, so we'll just do them for 16. All right, I'll post them. So our $24 shipping flat rate, that's for 2 day. If you want to add the priority for next day shipping, we do have the option for that. That's an additional $24. But that'll get you the overnight shipping. If you purchase anything over $200, yeah, then we're going to include the shipping for free. So sparkling gouramis, 2 pair, $16. And we're going to pin that to the board. So we are going to add a heat pack. We are going to we insulate the box. We add the heat packs. There you go. Congratulations. But yeah, if you want to do the extra the $24 extra on top, yeah, $50 is what we charge for the overnight shipping. That's what UPS charges. We don't make any money on the shipping. but I do it because I try to keep the shipping costs as low as possible because I already know this hobby is as expensive as it is. So we're not going to nickel and dime you on the fish. We're not going to raise the cost of the fish to kind of artificially subsidize the shipping, but we do give you options. So if you want to do standard 2 day with a heat pack, or if you want to do overnight with a heat pack, we can make it work either way. They would come the next day, so I drop them off at UPS here at 5 o'clock on Monday. Um, they go to distribution, so they'll probably be out by like Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon, the latest they would come in would be Wednesday morning. Yeah, this stuff you're getting is going to be pretty hardy, pretty cold tolerant. So, with the insulated packaging, with the heat pack, with all the paper we're going to put in there, shipping them out late afternoon because it's still going to be hot here in Texas. It's going to be still like 90 degrees. They'll be absolutely fine. And again, we have the alive arrival guarantee. So if you have any DOAs, take pictures of the fish in the bags, and we reimburse you for your losses. But yeah, you have a pretty nice little shopping list coming up. I mean, today, and I appreciate it. No, thank you so much. I mean, this is what I do. Um, ba, ba, ba. You were wondering about shipping on the app. I did get upgraded shipping from the seller before. How come I still paid the original shipping? That I don't know how other people do it, but again, my flat rate is the $24, and if you want to upgrade, the $24 just kind of gets added to that original shipping cost. So for me, again, overnight shipping is $50. So you pay the original shipping, you pay the difference of the 24, and then I'm able to pack that stuff up and get it shipped out. But again, I mark my stuff where I don't make money on the shipping. The shipping is just to get the fish to you, and I try to offer it at the lowest rate. And the same thing with the fish. We don't nickel and dime you on the fish. We sell the fish. We make a little bit of money on them. But again, the whole thing is not. We're not trying to hide the shipping costs in the fish. But yeah, I hope that answers it. I don't know how other sellers do it, but yeah, doing the overnight the upgraded shipping, it's just going to tag on top of the original shipping, so it equals out to $50, and it all goes through. Yeah, so the first fish you buy is going to be the shipping cost. Did you buy the upgrade like in total? Like, did you pay like $50 extra or more extra on top of the fish order? Because then again, it all depends on who you're working with. But yeah, they should find a way to. Yeah, Yeah, that just sounds. I don't know. I can't speak for other sellers, but I know the way I want to operate my business. I always want to be straightforward, transparent, show you guys what the cost is. And again, I know it's expensive, but I try to give you value with really healthy fish and excellent customer support. But yeah, as we get closer in a few weeks, as we get closer to the holiday weekends, we're only going to offer the next day shipping because it gets way too cold, way too dangerous for the fish from November to January. But once we get back to February, once Texas starts warming up, we can go back to the 2 day shipping. Oh, you also have to consider the holiday surcharges that are going to start coming up soon. But yeah, again, I can't speak for other sellers, but I can speak for Creekwood.aquatics. But yeah, again, if you guys want to check out the catalog, if you want to see some of the fish that are available, um, we can go for it. I'm actually having a lot of fun this stream. There's a lot of movement. I'm glad I did the Sunday streams. I might keep the Sunday streams at this point. I'm just checking outside for some customers. But yeah, Quick Cloud, I'm excited for your order. You'll see it Thursday. We're going to ship it out Tuesday. And I hope we see you again in the future. You were a lot of fun to work with. Yeah, we'll look at the order list this week. We'll see what we can find that's red. Absolutely. Like I say, if you guys ever have requests, I'm pretty sure there's a request button on Palm Street. You can send me a message. I can check with my vendors. I place my order every. I place them on Fridays and I place them Monday mornings, and I get my fish by Wednesday. There's my female pleco. Looks like she might be full of eggs. I'm excited for that. Get her to breed one more time. Yeah, we have a couple of we have two long fins and I have one tiger available, and I can show you them both. But yeah, here are our long fin baby plecos right here. So these are long fin chocolates. I believe they're $12. Yeah, the little ones are $12. All of our plecos, they only get about 4 to 5 inches. We don't like carrying the big guys unless they're specialty. But yeah, I like these guys because they stay small. They don't get obnoxious at all. And then over here we have the tiger. Oh, the mid plant, you can cut it wherever you want. I mean, if you look, it has a ton of little runners everywhere, has a ton of roots going up that stalk. So yeah, if you cut it below the node, it'll just grow into another plant. That is what I like about them. They're really easy to continue to work with. and that's why we're cultivating them inside. Oh, the tiger's in here. Of course, he won't come out, but yeah, they're yellow and black. But he's all the way inside group. So the orange tiger, they're $40 this week. But if you wanna look up their L number, they're L 397, and these guys are about an inch long. They're very young, but they're very uniquely colored. There's one right there. Okay, I almost got him. There he is. Ready? He's running. I can get him forward. Actually, there's two of them. So we have three in stock this week. But yeah, if you're interested, they're $40 this week. But yeah, you can see that color, that beautiful orange, those beautiful black stripes. These guys again only get about 4 to 5 inches. All right, perfect. Add picture. So Pleco 397, $40. Pin. Hello, Cinnamon Girl. All right, so the Pleco is ready. Board. Congratulations. Let me set this here, and let me add. Yeah, that's Breezy's order. I gotta check out Breezy's order later. Pleco 397 sold. Again, thank you again. Yeah, those are really cute plecos. I'm really glad I brought them in. They're very unique, and they come from a really good breeder. So I trust his stock. And one chocolate? Yeah, let's add a chocolate. Click. Chocolate long fin pleco, $12, and he's on the board. Thank you so much. Pleco Longfin sold. The funny thing is, like, as the sales go on, I leave myself little quick notes, and I know what I'm trying to say at the time, but when I come back and try to decipher, it's like a beautiful mind, and I have to like go back and figure out what code am I trying to tell myself. Yeah. But yeah, we're probably gonna put all your stuff in a 12 by 12 box, and that should fit. That should fit everything we got today. Let me see. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Yep yep yep. Yeah. Everything will fit in a 12 by 12. 12 by 12 with a heat pack. All right. If anyone else wants to jump in, they want to find some stuff. Again, let me know. Check out the catalog. See what we have available. But I'm digging the Sunday stream. I gotta admit that. Pop, pop, pop. Open the door. Cool this place down. Yeah, if you guys want to see some of our female betas that we have in stock, let's go take a look at them. They're always a popular seller. They always do really well. But yeah, we have a bunch of koi betas. So if you're looking to start your sorority, look no further. We have a ton of them available this week. Yeah, they are beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna try to get more next week. I have a lot of fish to order next week. It's gonna be an expensive week for me. But of course, we have our adorable little pea buffers. Ah, I'm back. But yeah, we have our adorable little pea buffers. Amazing little fish. I'm kind of hoping I get eggs soon. I mean, I've been seeing this one stay in this little cave, and that's usually a sign of their breeding behavior. So I'm kind of hoping there's some eggs. I'm gonna check later with the flashlight, but I also have another cave over here that's full of puffers. But yeah, they love to lay eggs in little crevices, so I have to check. But yeah, if anyone's looking for pea puffers, we have a ton of pea puffers available. We have over 50 in stock. $8 this week. If you buy a bundle, I might be able to knock a few dollars off of them. Plus, you save the 10% off of the first $20 that you spend today. Get your coupons worked. I love when there's coupon days because, again, we already know this is an expensive hobby. So if you guys can save 10% and we can offer you a deal on bulk fish, let's make that deal. Yeah, I can do a bundle on six buffers. So, like I said, normally they're $8. If you do six of them, I can do them for $6 each. So let me see how much that will be. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Where's my little calculator at? So yeah, 36 bucks. 36 bucks. You save 10% off the first $20 and the shipping. So let's add this. Come on, who's gonna let me take a picture of them? Click. All right, so six pea puffers, $36 quantity one, and the shipping's already set, so it's pinned. He's on the board. You got yourself your bundle. You got a deal, and you save your 10% off the first $20. What's the most I've ever spent on a fish personally? Oh, I think the most expensive fish I've ever bought was a $250 golden heart trigger. And it was to impress a girl. But that was the meanest fish in the world. It bit me all the time. It was the worst. Congratulations, Joni. You got yourself six pea buffers. So let's write that on the board. Six pea buffers. Congratulations. We'll also, everyone who places an order, you're going to get some promotional stickers. Our graphic designer, I really like this one. This is her own custom artwork. Um, so yeah, I give her creative liberty. So she created this one. Yeah, that was one of the best ones. We have another one of her artwork is the puffer who lost his inhaler. But she also has some more scientifically accurate drawings like the possum wrasse. But yeah, we include the stickers free, and I'll probably add a small bag of Daphnia for them. Synodontis granula. I gotta look that up. I'm gonna screenshot that and look that up. But yeah, the pea puffers have been really difficult to get a hold of lately. So that's why when my vendor had them available 2 weeks ago, we bought 30 of them, and this week we bought 50 because I need them to last a month. I mean, they're really popular fish; they do really well. Um, but yeah, them and chili reservoirs have been really hard to get a hold of. So anytime we see them on the list, we bring them in. But again, thank you for placing an order. It is amazing. That's why I love this app. It's not always perfect, but it does bring the right people in. Um, I love the live streams. I love interacting. I love talking about the fish. Um, I don't think there's any better app for this type of business. But yeah, if anyone else is looking for pea puffer fish, I know they've been hard to find. We have 50 available this week. They've been doing really well. Corys, the only Corys I have this week are albino. I have albinos. They're $8, and I think there's one more orange laser that I saw hanging around. He's by himself. But the orange laser, I believe the orange laser was $25. Let's see. Yeah, so these puffers, what we're feeding a mixture of bloodworms, frozen brine shrimp. We do black worms. So here are my black worms. We also do Daphnia magna and Mona macropora. But yeah, as long as you give them meaty foods, they will accept them. I try to wean them on the flakes. They're not thrilled about flakes. They're a little picky, but yeah, the thing is to give them options. But yeah, they're gonna crunch on snails. They're never gonna say no to snails. But yeah, they love live black. I think they love the movement. So they love to see the movement of the blackworms, and they love to chase the Daphnia. But we'll put in a small bundle of the Daphnia. But yeah, as long as you offer them something meaty, they will take it down. They are little pigs. Bloop. And they're adorable. And also very curious. I love the fact that I feel like puffers are capable of complex thought. We used to have a couple puffers at the zoo we would train, and they would have a target. We could train them to go into the bucket so we could pull them out. It's almost like having a little wet, slimy dog. Yeah, they again they're very curious. They have like you can almost see like the thought and the life behind their eyes. But yeah, super cute. I didn't know what the big deal was about them. We brought them into the shop, and I fell in love with them immediately. And I was like, "This is a fish that we always need to have available." So whenever they're around, we're ordering them now because they are a trip to have around. They're so tiny, but they have such a little ferocious attitude to them. Yeah, thank you so much again. I mean, this is my full time job now, and I absolutely love it. I fall in love with my job every single day as I operate my business. But yeah, we love our fish. We love our customers. We always try to give the best advice we can. Yeah, we're an open book, and we love I'm getting a little spa treatment. I gotta check on the corals. This clam just doesn't want to cooperate. He keeps turning himself upside down. And he has his little. See, he's attached to this wall right here. So there's not much I can do without hurting him. But yeah, he just turns himself upside down every day. But yeah, here, you can see how he secures himself. You see those little hairs? Yeah, so he has himself anchored down. I can remove him, but I gotta be really careful because I don't want to rip his foot. But yeah, we do have some beautiful Maxima clams here. You can get black worms. You can get them freeze dried. You can get them freeze dried through Hikari. You can find those at most pet shops. Um, they are far superior to the bloodworms. We sell bloodworms. We sell frozen bloodworms, but I tell people feed them in moderation because they do have a clear casing on their bodies, and when the fish eat too many of these, they do get backed up. They get constipated, and you can lose your fish that way. But yeah, I would feed bloodworms sparingly, but I would substitute brine shrimp. I think they're a superior product. And yeah, that's the problem with the bloodworms. It causes a lot of bloat. So what I do is I feed a lot of Daphnia because Daphnia are high in fiber, and it helps push that bloat. It helps push that waste out of their bodies. The other thing you can do if you're having trouble with bloating bettas or a fish like that is add a teaspoon of magnesium sulfate, Epsom salt, and that'll help clear. Yeah, that'll help clear some of the liquid from the fish. But yeah, it's a pain in the butt. In the beginning, I was having a lot of issues with bettas getting bloat, and when I learned about the bloodworm issue, we stopped feeding as many bloodworms. And I think that's where the hobby is going. Yeah, you're not going to find the blackworms frozen. I don't know why you're not going to find them frozen, but you will find them freeze dried. You'll find them under I think tubifex worms. But yeah, you're going to find them freeze dried. And the Daphnia, yes, you can find them frozen. They're made by I think they're made by Hikari too. Yeah, I think they're made by Hikari. But yeah, you can do the freeze dried ones. What we tell people is you can put the cube in some water, you can let it rehydrate, and you can spin it around really fast, and then you add it to your tank while it has that motion, and it'll spiral through the water, and the fish will pick them off because it'll feel like they're alive. Yeah, I'm sorry. I get too into stuff. But yeah, everybody who's here again, I'm Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. We can always take a walk. We have a ton of coral in stock. We have Shermans and enemies. We have bubble tips, so we have watermelon. We have rainbows. We have a ton of frags available. So our frags they start at $25, and we go up from there. We have a ton of discus. We have angels available. We have some spiny eels. So there, I guess that's not spiny. That's a zigzag. We have zigzag eels. They're going to get about 18 inches long. We have a bunch of lionhead ranchus available. Super cute, super adorable. We have some electrical blue acara. Tiny little fish fry right here. Let's see. Am I zoomed? Yeah, I'm zooming too much. Oh, I'll show you guys one more thing that I have available this week. Not fish related, but I'm finally excited to start boxing these up. We have our King Panda isopods available this week. Let me set this down. But yeah, we started boxing up 10 packs of our King Panda isopods. There's a little baby right there. So yeah, we have these guys available. We'll get them on the catalog, but it's going to be yeah, we're going to sell them for $40. But yeah, these guys are super adorable. There's a big one right there. But yeah, we're really excited to be offering the isopods. So right now I have 2 bundles available, and then what we're working for towards the future is we got these in. So these are orange cream, and there's a little baby orange cream one right here. But yeah, we're really excited to carry the isopods. We love breeding them. This is like my childhood come to life, and now I get to turn this into my business. When we used to collect these guys out in the wild. But yeah, this is my new breeding colony of the orange cream. What I noticed is that they're a lot more active. They're a lot more active than the king pandas. But we're also going to pick up some dairy cows. We're probably going to pick those up next week and get those breeding. I just got to do a little bit more research on them first. So yeah, but these we're saving for later. But yeah, if you're just joining us, my name is Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. This is my fish store. We have a ton of fish available. We have tons of bettas, African cichlids, live bearers, sorority bettas. We have, oh, my brain broke, pea puffers, assorted community fish. Plants. Plants, we have the creeping Charlie. We have creeping Charlie. Really easy to propagate. We have moneywort. This little tall, stalky plant over here. We have different species of hygro. So these guys are going through their melt. So when we first get them in, they start to look really bad. They start to deteriorate. But within a week, they start to grow new tissue and they start to thrive really well. So we wait on these. And then we have Luigia, which is this stalky little plant right here. All of our plants start at $9. But these guys just came in last week, so they're still going through their shipping stress because they cut them and then they ship them. But once these guys start to root out, they're practically indestructible. But you can see this is a bunch of new growth right here. So let me pull this one out real fast. So this is our Luigia. And you can see it's starting to grow some new roots right there, that white little tip. So yeah, this guy's going to root in. You can see more roots over here at its little node. But yeah, this is a plant that you can continuously clip. So if you clip below or above those nodes, you can continue to grow these segments in the individual plants. So you can continue to clone this plant forever, and they do really well. We also have a ton of snails available. This one is, I think this one's an ivory. We have ivory, we have blue, we have gold, and chestnut. But yeah, we're starting to cultivate more plants inside. So hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we'll have more plants to bring out here. We're going to continue ordering through our vendors. But the more self-sustainable we can become as a company and grow our own plants and breed our own fish, the better we can pass on that cost to you guys too. Oh, and we have a small baby. I think this is a chain sword right here. Oh, I got one more plant. I forgot all about them. We have the hair grass over here too. I think you can see a better one right here. But yeah, we have the tall hair grass. But yeah, they reproduce by throwing runners. I believe they have like a little rhizome, and they just keep sending out shoot after shoot, almost like bamboo. But yeah, we're probably gonna hang out for a few more minutes, and then it's gonna be lunchtime for me, and I gotta wait for my walk-in customers to come in. But I'm truly appreciative to everybody that stopped by the stream today. Whether you purchased something or you didn't, you guys do mean the world to me. I'm super proud and glad that I have people that come by and watch these streams, and I'm not just talking to myself for 2 hours. Yeah, I'll read your message about the temp. Like I say, if you're concerned, like I said, we'll make it work, and yeah, we're not going to ship until we're both happy and we're totally 100% sure that fish are going to do well. All right, but what I'm going to do, because now I'm starting to get hungry. I shouldn't have mentioned it. So I'm probably going to cut the stream right now. But if you guys want to join us, we'll be back Monday, and we stream every Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Sundays we might add this to the rotation because I really enjoyed the Sunday afternoon crowds. You guys have been something different, but I truly appreciate you guys. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to send me a DM. If not, this is Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. My hair looks insane right now. But I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.